One of the things that it's really, really frustrating to me is when somebody tries to take advantage of this wonderful community that we have put together, that we've built over the past couple of years. And as many of you already know, I've worked extremely hard to work with you guys and do what we can to build this special family, this special community, and seeing just this group of people just try and take advantage. It makes me sick, and it makes me so mad. And I've talked about this numerous times, not really at length, but it's very, very frustrating. And the incident that I'm referring to in specific are these Telegram scammers that continue to pop up all over YouTube without any real way to shut them down completely. And like I've said, I know I've talked about them before. And what they do is they basically go to videos throughout YouTube. They've been very popular on Deep Pocket Monster, on Leonhardt, on PokeRev, and Pat Flynn. I put a link in the description down below for his video. He even made a video about this in specific. It's been out of control. What they do basically is they take the profile picture of the YouTube channel and change the name up to include usually something like Telegram. And sometimes, as you can see here, they don't even use the correct profile picture or name because they're changing it up so fast. And they just comment. They just reply on comments saying that, hey, we have something for you. Hey, you won something. And basically what they do is they get you to message them on Telegram so that way they can gather information and tell you that you won some enormous prize that they want to ship to you, but you're going to have to pay $300-400 for shipping. And I would say for the most part, a lot of people can kind of fish out that this is a scam going on, but some people don't. And some people get completely taken advantage of, and it puts a very, very sour taste in their mouth to YouTube, to creators, to everything in general. And it's just very, very frustrating. So please, I beg you, when you see these accounts pop up on your comments, please report them, block them. I try and get a hold of them as soon as they pop up, but literally they continue to make new accounts all the time through the wee hours of the morning, usually when people are sleeping because that's when they're awake, and they go and they just comment, and it gets super, super frustrating. So I really hope YouTube figures out a way to handle these situations better, because I do like giving away and I do like giving stuff back to the community, and I will always verbally announce YouTube winners. I will always verbally announce winners at the beginning of videos. I will always do one of these unless I tell you differently to pay attention to this up here, that you're going to win, that you're a winner. I will never reply to a comment saying that you won, and there's only one Danny Phantom YouTube channel. So it's just what you see here, what you are subscribed to, not one of those Telegram scammers. So please don't fall for those telescammers. It drives me absolutely nuts. We are getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and every 1,000 subscribers until we get there, when we're going to have a huge 100,000K celebration, we are giving away something. So this week we're giving away this booster box of Cosmic Eclipse, and I want to say congratulations to PR Comic Fan. PR Comic Fan 6773. You are the winner of this Cosmic Eclipse booster box, verbally announced, not a telescam. I just need you to let me know your information. You can either shoot me a message on Instagram at danny.phantom. You can find me on Twitter, danny__o, or you can just shoot me an email, dannyphantomcontent@gmail.com. Let me know your mailing information so I can get that out to you. We are close to 93,000 subscribers, and that will launch our next giveaway. So if you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. It goes a really long way for the algorithm. Help me battle the telescammers. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I want to talk to you today about the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, and there's a reason that I'm going to get into in the middle of the video, going over why I think the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection could be poised for a little bit of an increase in price, and you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But I always find it interesting to kind of look at the sealed item, which a lot of people collect sealed items, but then I also like to look at the contents so that way you can kind of verify if it's worth it. A lot of times we look at booster packs and booster boxes to determine whether or not it's worth spending $130 on a booster box, because a lot of time you're just opening it for fun, but you're not going to get that value, which is okay because there is a fun cost associated with collecting Pokemon, and that's totally fine to enjoy the hobby. But a lot of times it's very interesting to kind of see where the contents align as far as costs go with what you're paying for the actual product. And the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection has always been a very hot topic with Pokemon because it was bought out, it was scalped like crazy, especially when it first came out. There were a few different waves of this product, but it was in super high demand. Nothing like the Charizard UPC, where it was printed to oblivion, and then Pokemon kind of released this information that they were twilighting Celebrations, and you still see some product here and there kind of pop up in Walmarts, in big box stores and things like that, but the Celebrations UPC has never really gotten another restock that has really hit the market. So I'm going to flip you around so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and this is what the Celebrations UPC has done over the past year. This is all data that we pulled from TCG Player, but you can see starting to trend a little bit in the upward direction, but for the most part it's been relatively flat for about the past year, ever since that third wave of Celebrations Ultra Premium Collections came out. You can see it started out not too long after that third wave hit, where it hit a one-year low of $306.05, and that's the last time we saw it that close to $300. It jumped up in May of 2022 to a one-year high right away of $390.54. Then it came back down a little bit. You can see in June, in July, it hovered right around that 350 mark, kind of stayed level, and then in January of 2023, it actually dropped down closer to that 340 mark. Now it's starting to climb back up a little bit, sitting at 365.88, and I'm going to tell you why I think this might be happening a little bit, and why you might want to start looking at it if you don't already have one for your sealed collection, because it might start getting a little bit more expensive in the future. So currently, not at a one-year high, but starting to get a little bit closer to that. The Celebrations booster packs, which you do get, I think 17 of these inside your Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, has been doing really well over the past year because a lot of people like opening this set. There's not a whole lot of contents in this set. It's relatively small. Even though the booster pack only contains 4 cards, you're guaranteed to get a holo, or you're guaranteed to get all 4 cards are all holographic or better, and the pull rates on these are ridiculously good. Usually out of every 10 packs, you're going to get 6 or 7 hits if you include the classic collection with the regular collection. You can see in February of 2022, the booster pack hit a one-year low of $4.51. It's been steadily rising since then. In January of 2023, it actually hit a one-year high of $7.09 before coming back down to about $5.60. It's gone up about another dollar since then, so it's sitting at $6.71 currently. These probably will stay relatively close to this level, relatively flat, as long as people can continue to find those Celebrations boxes in stores, the Charizard and the Sylveon. Those help keep the prices at least a little bit closer to MSRP, still quite a bit higher than that $5 MSRP mark, but if you're kind of adding this up as we go along, you're looking at about $114 worth of Celebrations booster packs just in that Ultra Premium Collection, which is basically MSRP for the Ultra Premium Collection. 17 times the $6.71 market price is about $114. So that's where just the booster packs alone kind of make up some of that cost. And then we start talking about some of these metal Pokemon, and this is the part where I want to get into something that recently released at the end of January, and that was CGC announcing that they're going to start accepting submissions for metal Pokemon cards once again. And you can see it here on your own. I'm not going to read through everything if you want to pause the video, but after an extensive R&D process, CGC Trading Cards has implemented an innovative method for encapsulating delicate metal Pokemon commemoratives. So basically that means CGC had paused for a long time accepting the metal Charizard, accepting the metal Pikachu, accepting the metal Arceus, because they weren't able to grade them safely. A lot of the paint would chip off and they would have issues. Now they found out a different way to do it, so now they're going to start grading cards that are of this caliber. And basically that really starts increasing some of the costs, because a lot of times people think, well, if I buy a sealed Ultra Premium Collection, chances are there's a possibility this card might come out mint. Now, unfortunately, the print quality, the quality control, not very good, so it's really hit or miss. Chances are you're probably going to find one that's grading a little bit lower, but it's worth the gamble for some people. And you can see here this metal Pikachu selling for $250, a CGC Pristine 10 or Perfect 10 selling for $1,226. This is just an 8.5. That one didn't sell. A CGC 9 selling for $99.99. And we'll look at the prices of these, the actual market prices for a near mint raw copy in just a minute here, but you can see these are selling for quite a bit more than just a near mint raw copy would go for. A 9.5 metal Charizard selling for $504. Best offer accepted on this 8.5 one. This 8.5 metal Charizard selling for $200. You've got another 8.5 here selling for $215. You've got a 9 right here selling for $379. So for some people, it's going to start being worth the risk, worth the gamble. And if we're looking here at the actual raw prices of these cards, The metal Charizard hit a one-year high in October of 2022 of 134.83. So you can see some of those 8.5s, 9.5 selling for quite a bit higher than that 134.83. And currently the market price has actually come down on these a little bit, sitting at 124.47, still well above its one-year low of 102.50, which it hit in February of 2022, but possibly starting to trend in the upward direction as more and more people try and get on that grading bandwagon. The metal Pikachu has really risen over the past couple months, especially after CGC announced that they were going to start accepting these again in May of 2022. It spiked a little bit to about $46, but then came back down to earth close to that one-year low that it hit in February of $34.92. And then in January of 2023, when that time hit, it just started taking off a little bit, rose over 25%, and you can see it sitting at $49.44 currently. So that's about half the cost of some of those CGC 8.5s, some of those CGC 9s that we were looking at. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the celebrations UPC start taking off a little bit more above that 365. We might see it hit $400 relatively soon, because some of the cards that you can pull out of it have the potential of being those near mint highly graded copies that people are looking to turn right away. The Pikachu V that you see in there selling for $31.14. This is one of the two gold cards that you get in these. These are not metal cards. These are just normal cardboard cards, but they do have the gold appearance. You can see $31.14. It's been relatively flat over the last 6 months or so. In July of 2022, it hit a one-year low of $22.82, but really has done a good job rebounding since then, and just kind of increasing upward trajectory for a little bit and then relatively flat over the past 6 months or so. The gold Pokeball has just been all over the place. You can see it hit a one-year low of $10.16 in February, jumped up over $13 to $13.75, came back down, up to a one-year high in January of 2023, and now it's back down to $11.91. So not a whole lot of demand when it comes to this one, but you also do get several booster packs in the Celebrations UPC, which I didn't lay out. They're not great as far as variety goes, but some of them are okay, especially now as supply is starting to get a little bit lower and lower. You're looking at about $30 to $40 worth of booster packs that are in there, which means in total you're getting about $320 to $330 of value from your Charizard or from your Ultra Premium collection from Celebrations, with a market price of about $365. So depending on what the gradability is of those cards, some people might find it worth it, some people might not. Personally, I'm not a big fan of cracking product just to get slabs, just to get things graded. So I just wanted to put that information out there in case you are looking for a Celebrations Ultra Premium collection, you come across one at a somewhat reasonable price. It might be time to jump on it rather than waiting and hoping that prices go down a little bit in the near future. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy this type of content. If you do, hit that subscribe button down below. Like I said, if you could leave a comment or a like, it would go a really long way for the algorithm. Share the channel. We are, like I said, very close to 93,000. We'll do our next giveaway then, but don't fall for those telescammers. They drive me absolutely nuts. I cannot stand it. It makes me so mad. But thank you so much. We'll be back on Sunday with another video. Until then, peace.